EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route, moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength, very nice route.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Swift again on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. To the air, Williams. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Kavontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. But he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Prescott now. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
For the Cowboys field goal, a 60-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Land on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Williams. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift from a yard out. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott off play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Williams now. A final shot before break. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So halftime is
all right,
Brandon,
on thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Still going. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's
a gain there of 30 big ones.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing, Prescott. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
The kicker
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So that drive
14,
spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
13 yards. And a Bears first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. 2nd down and 3. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw once more, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the
that one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's to the right side, caught by Burden. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Chicago.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down, goal to go. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Caleb Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Santos now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Into the hands of Sanders, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Prescott. Able to slither by. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
16 yards.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Dak. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
To throw, Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Offside. Defense.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
To the air, Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Solomon Thomas able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
And the Bears first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 15.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
By Deron Bland.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
10 yards to go.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Williams going to look to throw again. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's 2nd down. Here's Dak.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
A field goal does nothing. It is touchdown or bust as they come up on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone. They respond with a touchdown of their own. And now decision time. Down by 1 here at OT.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options, because right now, he's hurting them.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Prescott. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Successful. That makes the score Cowboys 22, Bears 21.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.